What is on Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger's 2020 recommended read list? I know people are always looking for great things to read, books to read, and things like that. So we're going to look at their 2020 recommended read list from Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett, the investing books they recommend, and of general interest as well. And I'm going to tell you some of the ones I've got and all of the good stuff like that. But first, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, hit that like, comment, and share button. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, you are now tuned in to the Investor Show. As always, this is your gracious host, the Prince of Investing, Prince Dykes, coming to you guys and girls live all the way from the beautiful city and state of Denver, Colorado. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, and share button. And as always, I don't have a lot of time, and I definitely know you guys and girls don't have a lot of time, so we're going to jump straight into it. So every year at the Berkshire Hathaway meeting, Charlie Munger makes a list of recommended reads. Warren Buffett makes a list of recommended reads. They also make a list of investing, things like that. So it changes a little bit every year, right? And you can click here. You can go to thebookwormomaha.com, thebookwormomaha.com, go to Berkshire Hathaway, and you can look at each one of these lists. Also, you can click the link to see what they recommended in the past anyway. So in this video, we're going to take a look at what did Warren Buffett recommend. So right here, this is his recommended list. 50-year. So they got the Berkshire Hathaway and Beyond, the enduring value of values, right? Haven't read that one. Berkshire Hathaway letters to shareholders. This is all his letters to shareholders all the way from 1965 to 2014. And, you know, from 1965 to 2014, we had the worst stock market crash in 1987, which was Black Monday, followed by the dot-com bomb in dot-com bomb in 2000. I'm not 20, but 2000, all the way to the financial market crash in 2008, all the way to us being on the gold standard being taken off. So you get to see his thought process. What did he tell his shareholders from 1965 to 2014? Now, the other thing you have is Buffett, The Making of American Capitalism. That sounds all right. You got the Buffett Bites, the essays of Warren Buffett, a few lessons from managers, Margin of Trust. You got in here my Warren Buffett Bible, A Permanent Value. That's the one that I'm in. Woohoo! 2020. The Oracle of Omaha, the Tap Dance and the Work, seem okay. So that's his list. Let me tell you the ones that I'm interested in. I'm interested in his investing list. His investing list, the ones I'm kind of eyeballing, I read this one for the most part, The Great Crash of 1929, but I want it again. I want to actually have the book in hand, The Great Crash of 1929. Of course, The Intelligent Investors on here. It's another one that I saw too. Yeah, I like this one. Investing Between the Lines. How to Make Smart Decisions by Decoding CEO Communications. When you're reading financial reports and you hear financial calls, the CEO always talks and you don't know what he's talking about, what he's saying. So I'm kind of interested to see Investing Between the Lines, to see what CEOs are saying. That sounds like it might be interesting. The Little Book of Common Sense in Investing. Strategic. So, I'm not going to go through all of them, but this is a nice little lineup they do every year of books they recommend that people invest in and things like that or whatnot. And then you even can look at Charlie Munger's list. This is, I like his book called Damn Right, Behind the Scenes of Berkshire Hathaway. The Complete Investor. This is his list. So he only had 3 on his list. So this is his 2020 read list of Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett. If you are at home, you're having a lot of time to yourself, you want to become investing, Prince, why you're so big on Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway? Because they're the greatest to ever do it. If I was a basketball player, people say Michael Jordan is the best basketball player. I'll be following Michael Jordan. If he had videos and books of how to play basketball, I'll be doing that with him. Same thing with if I was in the tech world and I was trying to get in the tech world, I'd be following behind maybe a Bill Gates because he's the GOAT, the best to ever do it in our time. The longest as well. Not someone who became famous in the 20s, but also, in the 80s, the 90s, the 70s, the 60s, these people been around. So that's a lot of knowledge. They've seen a lot. They've seen a lot, done a lot, seen so much come and go. Us go to war, come back out of war, conflicts, things like that or whatnot, market crashes. So That's why I always follow Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, things like that. Just the history and the success, just like any field. If you was a politician, you would probably follow maybe a president. They became the president or whatnot. So whoever is the best in your field, that's who you should be following behind. If I was in the shoe business, I don't want to be a dead horse here, but if I was in the shoe business, I'd be paying attention to Phil Knight. Phil Knight is the owner of Nike. So he got a book called Shoe Dog. I've seen it on Warren Buffett's read list before. And I would go there and I would look up and say, okay, well, let's see what Phil Knight has to say since he was the best in my field. Or Henry Ford, when it comes down to assembly lines in a Ford car, right? How did they do it? How did they become the best? J.D. Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan, so the list goes on. But I always look at the top in the field and look at what they're reading, what they have to say, because they're not going to tell you everything in the interview. You can't sit down with them one time and get everything. You can't, watch. I don't care how many interviews you watch. A lot of things you're just going to have to go do the dirty work yourself and go pick up books and read. And this is a perfect time to read, doing what's going on in the country right now. You may have a little time off. You may want to read. You may want to become a better investor. People are always looking for ways to become better. Here's a way to do that. So that's Warren Buffett's read. His read list of 2020 is recommended at 2020 Berkshire Hathaway. You got Charlie Munger. And if you're a Berkshire shareholder, during the meeting, you can get like discounts on these books too. So it's a good way to read in a book club. But my name is Prince Dykes. This is the Investor Show. And until the next video, podcast, cartoon, or whatever else crazy you see me do around the globe, peace. Be safe. I'm out, and thank you.